Come on now, won't you give it a go?
Welcome to the Blagho of board games, a bleak, forgotten pit lost to memory from a time when family games came with a VHS tape. It is also my bedroom, which makes more and more sense the longer you think about it. Anyway, the first game I'd like to show you is probably familiar to a lot of you, in that you've seen it around in used bookstores, and it looked kinda cool, but you didn't have a VCR, so of course you never played it. Isaac Asimov's Robots! Now, I know what some of you are thinking.
Oh, hell no.
Now, it might not be that bad. You're just saying that because it's a game on VHS and you don't even know who's in it or who's producing it, like Kodak. Well, they make cameras, so logically they can make movies, so shut up. Well, I mean, it's a good sign that Isaac Asimov himself endorses the game. Robots adds a new dimension to my novels. It's great fun. And the box says this is the only video game based on Isaac Asimov's robot novels. Video game! It's so hard for me to think of this as a video game, because, like, I guess technically it's whatever.
Earth, the birthplace of man. It's hard to believe that we once lived unprotected on its surface, exposed like animals. Fortunately, we had the good sense to abandon our cities on the surface and move underground.
We had no choice. There was no other way to escape the birdemic.
Now we're safe. But there were some who took a different path. To find new homes out there, in the stars. Their descendants now live on the spacer planets. Spoiled, self-centered, and wasteful. Without disease, free to pursue science and art, their every wish fulfilled.
Isn't this the plot to Elysium? Yeah, there's the reference that'll never get dated.
Their every wish fulfilled, and all because of the robots who serve them. Thousands of robots. Smart, strong, obedient. Robots who build more robots till they outnumber the spacers 100-fold. Robots who wait on them, who serve them, even pilot their ships.
Oh my god, the 1960s Star Trek had better spaceship effects. Kodak, guys, I expected better from you.
Well, we have robots too, but our little tin men are minor league compared to the spacer robots.
Well, hey, they may look like crap, but they're just so friendly.
Have a nice day.
See, they even have unique identities thanks to custom software called Genuine People Personalities, so you can tell them apart.
Please call me Sophia.
I'm Jane.
They're the perfect companions because they're always friendly and they live to serve you. That's why the marketing division of the Sirius Cybernetics Corporation calls Earth robots your plastic pal who's fun to be with.
You're a plastic pal who's fun to be with.
Unfortunately, the marketing division of the Sirius Cybernetics Corporation was a bunch of mindless jerks who were first against the wall when the revolution came and went to space, and so none of the Earthers like robots. At all. In fact, robots piss Earthers right the hell off.
To the lab.
That's right.
Would you
Sophia
please
is
shut
very-
up? Mr. Bailey!
Oh man, oh no, dude, that was mean. Now look what you did. They've got feelings, you know? I don't know why we gave them feelings, but they've got them, so you apologize, mister.
Oh, Jane, I'm sorry. I have no further questions for you.
That's better. Anyway, yeah, the story's about a New York detective, Bailey, a soft-boiled cop who pretty much always plays by the rules, which is honestly kind of bad direction if you ask me. Earth's basically a toilet, according to this movie.
Did you ever long for the good old days? Before the robots, before the spacers? When you could get real food, real music.
Fresh air, sunshine.
All right, don't be crude, Bailey.
There's all sorts of crime and riots all over the place because the spacers are moving back and building an outpost on Earth again, and nobody on Earth likes that.
Riots against spacers and robots flared up in 5 locations around the city this week. The most violent demonstrations were at the Transrail plant in Brooklyn.
Okay, wow, thanks for the giant text crawl taking up the entire lower third of the screen, Galaxy News. I think I know what fucking channel I'm watching by now. The constantly eating police commissioner on the fast track to a heart attack here tells Bailey the spacers want to improve relations, and more likely spy on Earth, so they're sending a spacer to join the police force.
A spacer in the city? They're petrified of catching Earth germs.
Not this one. He's a robot.
What?
Exactly.
Isaac Asimov, pioneer in science fiction, and the buddy cop movie. So Bailey has to go to the Spacer Outpost to meet his partner, who turns out to be Kirk Cameron?
I am Daniel Oliver. I am a new humanoid robot developed by Dr. Fastoff himself.
Oh, what the fuck? He made a replicant? Are you out of your damn mind?
This is absurd. A robot you can't tell from a man? What's the point?
Yeah, exactly. They're fucking impossible to find, especially when you familiarize them with police procedures.
Let me tell you about my mother.
Bailey, shoot it in the head before it's too late. Use this, okay? It's not murder, it's called retirement.
I am a new humanoid robot developed by Dr. Fastoff himself. You seem doubtful. Perhaps I can convince you this way. Since police work deals with raw human emotions, he thought it might be a fine way to conduct research.
Okay, I have to call bullshit on this guy, because if it's a straight man who creates the first perfect robot-human duplicate, it's gonna be a woman, because I guarantee you the first thing he plans to do with it is have sex with it.
Detective Elijah Bailey will be arriving shortly from the city. I want you to wait for him outside the decontamination area and escort him to this lab.
Here I am, brain the size of a planet, and they tell me to take you up to the bridge. Call that job satisfaction, because I don't.
When you begin to look to other planets, as the Spacers did long ago...
Wait, hang on. Oh my god, the Spacers live in the same building from overdrawn at the memory bank.
No, we'll move ahead for the year.
It is! Wait, look at this! Oh my god, it all makes sense now. Well, it doesn't, but what the fuck?
I'm not making this up!
Friend Daniel, someone has made an attempt on the life of Dr. Fastoff.
What happened here, Doctor?
You needn't concern yourself.
I doubt attempted murder would hold much interest for you anyway, Detective. Now, come take a look at this cool robot.
Please replay the murder attempt.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
I think it's fairly obvious that the robot fired the laser, isn't it? I mean, it comes directly from the center of the camera shot, and it's just about the slowest laser I've ever seen. You don't exactly need to be Neo to dodge that thing. I guess in the future, guns are way, way less effective than they are now. I could have thrown the gun faster at that guy. I don't know, maybe it's because they load their guns with the same ooze that mutated the Ninja Turtles.
His guard heard the blaster being charged behind him, guessed its meaning, and used his robotic speed to save him.
Did you get a good look at the assassin robot?
No, Detective.
No, but I got a good look at the boom mic up there. So he's fast enough to outrun a beam of light, but not spin his head around and see a guy running out the door. So yeah, Space Ace here is mad as hell that someone took a shot at Jackie Treehorn. And I mean, he's like super fucking pissed off.
I cannot let another such incident happen. You have 24 hours.
To do what?
To find the assailant and bring him to justice.
24 hours?
Yes. Or I'll be forced to use the considerable powers of the spacer worlds to restore order.
And that's basically the plot of the game. You've got 24 hours to find the attacker, or the Spacers invade the... Wait, what?
Or I'll be forced to use the considerable powers of the spacer worlds to restore order.
What powers? You mean the spacer robots? The Federated Cities of Earth will never stand for that.
It is of no concern to me what the cities of the Earth will or won't stand for.
Okay, how the fuck did this escalate from attempted murder to threatening the invasion of the entire fucking Earth? You gotta lay off the Red Bull, man.
Keldon Armadillo's ultimatum to the city has but 12 hours left. It is rumored that failing an arrest, spacer robots will enter the city to put down the riots.
See? What did I tell you? The press!
24 hours.
Okay, so let me get this straight. If we don't find the attacker, they're going to invade the Earth. Although, really, they're just going to invade New Jersey and Brooklyn, I guess. So we've got 24 hours to save New Jersey. The box, though, it says, we're gonna be on a course to save the galaxy. They're not exactly threatening the galaxy here. They're threatening New Jersey, and really, who gives a shit? I mean, sorry, New Jersey. But they're threatening them with what? Sending robots down there to stop the riots? Ooh, scary. Thanks. It doesn't matter, because the First Law of Robotics states that they can't harm humans anyway. So what the fuck are you gonna do? Give the robots Nerf guns? Even that doesn't matter, because the Second Law of Robotics states that the robots have to obey humans. So technically, the rioters can just order the robots to go away. And then the spacers can order the robots to go back in there. And then you'd have this really fucking hilarious scene where you'd have both sides just yelling at a really confused mob of robots who spend the entire time just looking back and forth between them for hours.
Please return to your homes. A curfew is in effect.
Return to your home immediately.
When do you make the rules, robot? Hey, no, robot, come talk to me, man. Stop this.
Space Ace is 100% sure the attacker's someone from Earth because we are as amoeba to them, and spacers have evolved beyond crime.
Among spacers, there is no crime.
You all say that. I'm getting tired of that. What makes you spacers so virtuous and pure?
You are not hurt, Detective Bailey.
There is no crime in our utopia, Detective Bailey. Now think fast, shithead! Now go catch that assassin, or we're going to exterminate you like cockroaches. Be well, share, and enjoy.
The assassin knocked over a vial of activated iridium while escaping.
I've never seen a murder mystery game where technically you're solving an attempted murder. Anyway, from here, Bailey goes around interviewing everyone who had access to the lab, mainly people involved with the Doctor in designing robots.
Central. What's iridium?
What's a paladin?
Since Dr. Amadiro has ordered our cooperation, I guess I have no choice. Make this brief, Earthman.
You know, not many people get to say the line, "Make this brief, Earthman!" But I am jealous of those actors. And I got to play Turl in a movie.
Have you heard someone tried to murder your father this morning?
What was your name again? Earthman.
All right, next question. Where were you at 8:30 this morning?
Spacers don't commit crimes, Bailey. Look, Bailey, I was here in my office all morning. Now back off.
Women act like that around me all the time. You get used to it.
Why don't you ask him? Ask him why he manipulated affairs to stick me in this disease-infested hole. Ask him why he's here posturing about helping his little Earth brothers. Ask him why he's such a hypocrite.
Ask him why I have a shitload of unlabeled beakers full of brightly colored water all over my shelves. It's because I design robots with science.
Danielle, let me ask you a question. And now don't be offended. Can you conceive of any circumstances which might lead a robot to break that first law?
I did not murder him!
No. A robot may not harm a human being.
May not harm a human being.
That's correct, Elijah.
Can't you just order the robots to tell you if they fired the gun? I mean, they have to answer you.
Sammy!
Sammy's got a vacuum attachment hooked up to his ass. You know, it's actually a very common feature, but the Series 4000 Mechanoid included a lot more accessories.
Oh yes, I can plug a number of add-ons into my groinal socket, allowing me to perform virtually any household task imaginable.
But seriously, part of what makes Isaac Asimov a genius is that he takes a seemingly foolproof system like the 3 Laws of Robotics, in which robots are clearly forbidden from harming humans, and then suggests that maybe it's possible. But how? Because it's not possible, isn't it?
You do a good job at perceiving the Commissioner's feelings, Sammy. Sophia doesn't like the new humanoid robot. He makes her feel badly about her robot designs.
All robots make Commissioner Enderby feel badly. Except me, of course.
I'm glad that you don't make the Commissioner feel badly, Sammy.
At last, it's time for the big Agatha Christie-style reveal, because someone in this room is the attempted murderer, and Bailey's figured out how a robot might have gotten around the first law.
Now, run it back and freeze the beginning. Discard. Run it further back.
These continued Earth riots are an unforeseen event. Giscard and I are concerned about possible harm to humans. How should we proceed?
Fastov sent a robot of himself.
Exactly.
Bailey, your ramblings lead nowhere. You uncovered the robot Fastov, but it doesn't change anything. There's only a few minutes left. You have no culprit.
What? Is this guy serious? Fuck you! Proves nothing. Prove my big fat cock. This guy's one of the final 5. I just blew this case wide open, you trigger-happy dickwad.
The culprit, Bailey.
You should be able to name the suspect, spell out the motive, and describe the opportunity before time expires.
And from there, it's up to you to solve the mystery. The game turns out differently every time you play it, and if you're wondering how that's even possible, considering, it's on a tape, that's why the game comes with all these cards. Every once in a while in the video, Bailey finds a clue and the video tells you to pause, telling you to pick a card and choose a side. So by the end of the game, you've got a different set of cards which lead to a different outcome. The video just lays the foundation for the mystery, and the cards fill in the blanks. What's cool about it is that the game is really accessible to anybody because it comes in 4 difficulties. The beginner difficulty is great for kids because it basically flat out tells you who didn't do it every time you pick a card, and the expert difficulty is obviously supposed to make you think about timing and the 3 laws of robotics and the character's motives. It's really cool. This game kicks ass, and I'm not even being ironic here. I mean, okay, the special effects look like something PBS would wipe its ass with, but the acting and writing are so strong here, I think it actually could have worked as a pilot episode to a TV series. And the laws of robotics are so interesting and cool, they're a great introduction to science fiction and Asimov's novels. There's not many games out there that both kids and parents can enjoy equally, but this is one of them. Although I do have to say, how sad is it that I managed to build a robot that looks better than the ones in this movie? I even managed to code Burton with the 3 laws of robotics. Although I did tinker with the first law so that I can order him to zap other people. He just can't physically harm me. I mean, it's only in self-defense. You got Final Fantasy characters kicking down my door all the damn time. Besides, laws are made to be...
Share and enjoy, journey through life with a plastic boy or girl by your side. Let your pal be your guide, and when it breaks down or starts to annoy, or cries when it moves and gives you no joy, cause it's eaten your hat or had sex with your cat, let oil on your wall or ripped off your door, and you get to the point you can't stand anymore. Bring it to us, we won't give a fig, we'll tell you. Don't stick your head in a pig.